TechBB, and I'm here with Will from Tadao. How you doing?
Very good.
And Mikko of the LA Ironman. Good to see you guys again. And we're here to talk about the brand new the Tadao OLED board for the ultralight. Now, what I want to do is I want to start off really quick, and for some of the people that are brand new to paintball that haven't met you yet, Will, if you could talk about Tadao. How long have you folks been in business? How long have you been making boards?
I started Tadao my last year of college, actually, in 2004. And I mean, it kind of took off from there. I didn't take a normal job. I just went full-time into working on electronics for paintball. And it's become quite a big thing. I have a few family members that work for me, and you know, just keep on going and keep pushing it.
Very cool. Very good. Now, what was actually your first board that you came out with?
Old school Matrix, so predecessor to what is out now. Yeah.
Very cool. That was in 2003, 2004, and then throughout the years you've released quite a few. Obviously DM boards. I mean, the DM4 and the DM5. You had the chip upgrade that you were doing, and then you started making the ultralight boards, and then so that you made some ultralight boards, and then. When did you start getting the idea to start making the OLED boards?
In the fall of 2006, actually. So we started to experiment with it, and enough people had enough, good interest, and the technology had matured enough to actually make, the screen and have it be small enough and fit in the frames. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, for some of the people that may be brand new to updating their boards, what exactly does OLED mean? How is that different than a traditional LCD screen? What is basically the difference?
Well, an OLED screen is unique in that it actually is a huge array or matrix of LEDs, and each one of them emits light. And so it doesn't use much power as long as all the pixels aren't lit at once. And so compared to an LCD, which has to have a backlight that covers the whole entire thing, it's much more power efficient.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Very good. Now, obviously, Mikko, this is your board. When did you start using the Tadao board in your gun? When was the first time you tried it out?
The first time was in, it was 2006.
Okay.
2006, we played in the San Diego MPBLs, and I actually grabbed Eric Roberts, who used to play in Ironman. I got his gun, and I was like, hey, what is that board? It's doing really good. And he's like, oh, it's a Tadao board. Then I went like, oh, give me one of those. And I put one on my gun, I played the whole tournament, and then I knew Will before, so then I kind of like got together with Will through Shallow, who used to play in Ironman too, who's very good friends of Will, so he was like, hey, let's do something together. So then the next year I was using what was that board called? It's
just the ultralight one, without the screen.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into it. I was like, this board is good. So
very nice. Now this, now I remember the OLED board was San Diego when you actually debuted this. Was MPPL San Diego at the end of last year? Was when that was the first time I actually saw this board.
Yes, the USB one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So and obviously it comes with the what are they, the polycarbonate? Is that what
what kind of grips? The Stinger grips. Stinger makes them for us.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now let's get into some of the features of this particular OLED board. Now there's two different versions, correct? There's one with the USB and one without.
Correct.
Okay. Now what are the advantages of spending the additional money and getting the USB versus not getting it?
Having the whole USB connection right on the board makes it really easy, because I wrote a Windows program, and it lets you download firmware updates online, and then you can reflash the board yourself at home.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also change all the settings. You can customize the boot screen. It just makes it much easier.
Now when I had done the video back about 2 months ago, when yours first released, and basically it's It's a 96 by 200. Is that what the
96 by 16 pixel display? Yeah.
And you can make it whatever you want.
Yeah, it's actually like a light bright interface. You can go through and turn on and off each pixel, or you can import bitmap images that you create in Photoshop or any other graphic art utility.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, obviously, times are tough and money is tight. And when people are looking into upgrading a board, obviously the stock board that comes with the gun is going to have a factory warranty. If they update their board to the Tadao board, what is the warranty that you're coming?
It's a lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And since you've had this in your gun, what have you thought about it? Have you noticed you're going to be a little bit more responsive? What have you? Obviously with you working for Dye, you know the die boards really, really well. what have been your thoughts so far when you're actually out there playing?
No, the best thing about this board is the screen.
Right.
So basically, you know, you want to change the settings. You go from semi-auto to a PSP first. Everything goes through that scene. You don't have to guess. You don't have to be guessing of different lights flashing, and you know, it just says like, okay, you know, the firing mode.
Right.
And then you just go semi-auto, PSP first. It got all the firing modes, Millennium. You know, wherever I go play, I just change that right there. And then a second thing is like adjusting rate of fire.
Right.
It's so easy. You just go there like 12.5, 12.6.
Right.
And it's right there. You know, it's like the chrono guys in the NXL field. They're like, hey, your gun is really accurate. That's what actually told me here. I'm right on the limit.
Right.
And I can just change it. You know, no big deal. Don't have to count the flashing lights. And then just like, you know, whatever I need to change, like I say, it's a super easy through that screen. And then like I said, the first time I used the Tadao board, I was just happy it was super fast.
Right.
You know, you go play semi-auto and just like response random. Right when you start walking the trigger, it's just fast.
Now, another question I'm going to get is, what is the default, the trigger pull switch on the stock dive board? Is that an 80 gram or a 25 gram?
It's an 80.
80 gram. Now, what's the switch that you put in this one? Is it also an 80?
Yeah, it's also an 80, so the feel stays exactly the same.
Okay, good. Because sometimes some people wonder about that. Well, if I go to a 25 gram, sometimes it feels a little too mushy. But yeah, so the 80 gram, it gives a nice positive kick every time you push it. Now let's talk about the grips. Obviously, the ultralight frame has got a very unique grip. I mean, it's got the hourglass shape, and these are shaped very, very well. And you know, when they're on the grip frame, I mean, have you noticed any dirt getting inside here or anything? I mean, how well, that looks like that's made on there really, really well. When you're out there playing, obviously you being a pro player, do you notice any sort of dirt getting into the gun or anything like that, or inside of the grip frame?
No, especially when you use this. When you use these little seal things.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, some neoprene gaskets.
And a hard piece like this, and you don't get any dirt inside.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, they all come with a set now.
Wow, what this is, and for you guys to know, this is basically kind of like the same material that they use in the soft ears. And what this is it's, how thick is this? Maybe 32nd, 16th, or?
Probably 16 inch.
Yeah. So it's a thin.
2 millimeters.
Yeah, thin a thin layer. It's almost like a gasket that goes in between there. Would you say that this also helps it be a little bit more water resistant for like wet hand?
It completely seals it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing goes in there.
And it compresses down to nothing. So it just fills any gaps if there are any.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, good stuff. Well, what we'll do here is we'll bring the camera in a little bit closer. Just kind of show the board. We're going to pull it off and show the USB interface.
Mikko board. Insert board itself. Just like that. Set of Stinger grips. Neoprene gaskets. Then you have your instructions, stickers, and an RF harness in case you use a Magna or a Prophecy. So the board itself, you can see the Mini B USB port, screen on the backside. Still has battery clips, 80 gram trigger switch. And then it also has ribbon eye connectors for both of the protos. The old school, like 05s, use the three pins and the 4 pins, and then the normal 3-pin eye connector for all the DMs.
The new Tadao Technologies, the Mikko board, and for people that are looking into getting more information on your board, what's the website they can go to?
TadaoTechnologies.com.
Very cool, very cool. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much, Mikko. Once again, it's always a pleasure to meet you. So go check out the Tadao USB board at TadaoTechnologies.com. Thank you.
My husband was hoping you'd be here. He's a really big fan. Would you give me an autograph?
Sure.
Okay. I want it right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
I drawn one. Yeah.
We have the shelf here.
It's okay that I right there on you?
Yeah, right here.
He's not going to come like punch me or something.
Never?
I'll take care of you if it happens,
He loves
well.
you.
Right here?
Yeah.
He's a huge fan.
No, lower.
Lower.
Yeah, right here.
I'm going to tell your girlfriend. She's coming right now. She's coming right now.
You need to do like a smiley face a bit though, right?
Smiley face?
Yeah.
I'll do an Asian.
What you need to do is you need to write, you've just, okay, you need to write, you've just been spoofed by Tech TV.
Yeah, I probably have.